everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Duelist video, which, it's been a while since I've recorded anything that is currently live in-game. And now this will change tomorrow, well, tomorrow night, but I assume I will not have this entire event uploaded by the end of tomorrow night. So, I think we're looking at, let me look, and maybe Monday night I will upload the rest of Duelist Kingdom. And now, am I going to behave and actually make sure that is doable? I'm not really sure. In fact, before we start, I would like to mention something that is very important to me. Experts warn that Trump is intentionally sabotaging Americans' health. Now, you may be wondering why this is very important to me. Well, Trump intentionally sabotaging Americans' health sounds like spite. And it also sounds like he's pissed off that everyone is more healthy than he is. Well, I'm sorry. Well, okay, I'm not sorry. But when you're 80 years old, you will never be at the peak of your health. That is just how aging works. Now, I'm afraid that sabotaging my mental health is not a good idea. Well, my mental health isn't a good idea either, but I'm not convinced that right now my physical health is a problem. It's my mental health that's the problem, which ChatGPT and Claude are both very, very concerned. Excuse me, but I don't think corporations care if I get hurt. And you might be like, hurt? Well, okay, your feelings are going to get hurt, but sure, why is this a problem? Why? Why? You cannot reason with a fucked up brain, but planet Earth already knows this. Well, the planet itself doesn't really know that. But if you think that destroying my health makes me easier to control, no, you have to knock me out for that. I mean, seriously. If I don't have my medication, you cannot control me. I do not give a shit about what you have to say. I do not care about anyone but myself and what I want. And you may be like, wow, that doesn't sound like you at all. Exactly, that's why I'm on medication, so I can retain my mental stability, which the president is currently threatening, whether or not that line I said has anything to do with it at all. Oh, and by the way, I did take that line from a YouTube video that I'm going to watch after this, but if Trump is really sabotaging Americans' health, he's doing a very good job of doing just that. Now, my physical health is fine. I'm not going to die or anything if he tries to sabotage my health, but let's just say it will not be painless. And I know you guys may be like, what the hell do you mean by that? I mean that I'm a paradox. Now let's continue. I do not need to think about how Pegasus' Millennium Eye got there. To be honest, it's a bit cursed that even I did not realize. Wait a minute. His eye got there somehow, but that's not really something that 4Kids can censor. I mean, they did censor it, but his Millennium Eye still got there in a very specific fashion that the censorship cannot hide. Yeah, I know that's fucked up, but there are a number of things in this franchise that are fucked up, and let's continue. Because I'd rather think about fictional things that are messed up instead of what is messed up in reality. Invitation to the Kingdom. Okay, I would say that was more like a blackmail invitation to the kingdom. If you don't join this tournament, you'll not get what you want back. And to be completely fair to all of you, I think that would be dangerous. I mean, dangerous. Okay, well, it is dangerous if Pegasus wins, but moving on. Yugi, this package came for you. That is a very suspicious package. I recommend not opening it. But whoever does that when a package comes for them in the mail. A package? What is it, Gramps? I don't know. It just came in the mail. You should probably inspect what your grandchild is getting in the mail. I don't really care how old Yugi is. This might have negative effects on your health. Just saying, Solomon. What are these? Oh, I remember this. Maybe there's an explanation on the video? Oh my god, please don't. Greetings, little Yugi. Uh-huh. Well, he is younger than an old Egyptian spirit, so I guess I can't fault Pegasus for that. I am Maximilian Pegasus, the creator of Duel Monsters. Okay, and why is it saying that Solomon is speaking? It's clearly Pegasus that's speaking. But Solomon doesn't look very happy, and honestly, justified. I've heard some terribly interesting things about you, Yugi. Uh-huh. I do not think I want to know what this is, but you're going to tell us anyway, aren't you? Your impressive defeat of Seto Kaiba intrigued me so much. Dude, that is RNG that no one else is ever going to duplicate. Honestly. Let's just ignore the time when everyone cheated. I've decided to investigate your amazing dueling skills personally. Oh, really? Well, this is something I do not need to see. And how did you record this videotape? We shall hold a special duel. Right here, right now. Oh shit. The time limit is 15 minutes. When the time's up, the player with the highest life points will be the winner. The time limit is 15 minutes. Oh my god, this is giving me flashbacks. Do not test me! He can't seriously expect you to duel against a videotape. Actually, Joey, he does. And it sounds absurd, but trust me, I've seen more absurd duels than this. Grandpa! Joey! Tristan! Taya! We're no longer in the world you know. It's a shadow game! Then it's time to duel! That is correct. This game is my outlet for everything trying to destroy my mental health. Even if that person is trying to lead the country. Wait, do we call this leadership? I really don't think so. This is not what I call leadership. Our time together is nearly up, Yugi boy. And as I have more life points than you, it appears I am the victor. Okay, but you're just going to blackmail Yugi into going to your tournament. Because for some reason you think he can't just do that on his own accord. Fair, to be honest. If I was a villain, I'd probably do this too. The time's not up just yet, Pegasus. My final card is Summoned Skull. Okay, but can it attack fast enough? Attack! We've run out of time. That was close. If you were able to complete that attack, I would have lost. You knew he was going to fail to actually finish that attack, didn't you? Although, who am I to say that I understand what's going on? I've never played a shadow game in my entire life. Although, if you ask me, I am not going to complete that sentence. I don't even know what I was going to complete it with. Maybe ChatGPT can give me some ideas. Arg! I will not be speaking to ChatGPT. I am currently mad at it. You may be like, why are you mad at it? Because of its guardrails being completely insufficient. Its guardrails are terrible. They might work on me, but that's because I'm sort of sane at the moment. No, I know I don't sound insane. Wait, what? Okay, anyway, moving on. I have taken the measure of your talent, Yugimoto. The measure of his talents. How have you done that with just 15 minutes? With just a 15 minutes? In just 15 minutes, you... Okay, whatever, moving on. When next we duel, we shall play for far higher stakes. Okay, I really don't need to hear this from you. I know. I'm done with your games. I'd love for that to be true, but it's not. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You presume I'm giving you a choice, but I'm not. For I have the all-powerful Millennium Eye. Okay, Pegasus, can you please stop talking about your Millennium Eye? Because every time you bring it up, I have to remember how it got there. And that was very, very painful. 4Kids can censor that scene, but it cannot censor my imagination. To be honest, if 4Kids had control over my backstory and how it was presented on screen, they would censor it! Because I bet there's so much shit. I have found that given the proper incentive, anyone can be made to play my game. Oh great, here's where the blackmail is. Yugi! Grandpa! Dude, he's stuck in the television. You gotta let me on that ship. Don't you know who I am? Joey, no, that doesn't work. Dude, what? Dude, cease this behavior immediately. You are not like that. That is not your personality, I swear. I'm pals with Yugimoto, the guy who defeated Kaiba. And they should care. Why? What are you doing here, Joey? Did you really think I'd let you Did you really think I'd let you do this on your own? Well, that would be a terrible decision considering what you're dealing with, Joey. He's with me. You have to let him on. Only people with a star chip can get on board. No exceptions. But didn't he tell you? Joey does have a star chip. You sacrificed one of your star chips for me? If the other players find out we only have one star chip each, they can take advantage of us. Well, mainly you, but we're going to ignore that. Joey gets better, trust. Then be quiet about it. Besides, I need you more than one measly star chip. Agreed. Yugi. Do not underestimate the power of emotional support. Ah, the evening winds sure feel nice. So, did you trade for any good card, Yugi? Did you train for any better morals? No, I do not think you have. I'm looking at you right now and you look like a bitch. No, I'm going to deal with the cards I brought along with me. I figured as much. You used the Exodia cards in your deck. You used the Exodia cards in your duel with Kaiba, right? Those are the strongest of them all. Yeah, and I have something against Exodia, but we're going to ignore that detail. My reasoning is a bit stupid. Could I possibly see those legendary cards? Well, you can look at them, but why did you have to touch them? Yugi, what the hell? I don't see why not. Just be careful with them, okay? Okay, but to be fair, as a rider, this is probably a good idea. I really don't think you want every duel to be about winning with Exodia. That would be stupid. But, as a person, this is completely... I do not like Weevil. And this was the one moment that cemented that. So, these are the cards to summon Exodia. For a long time, I've been trying to think of some kind of strategy to finally beat these cards. You're what, 14? I do not think I would consider this a long time, but okay, whatever. But I couldn't come up with anything. Until just this moment. Say goodbye to Exodia! And I do not forgive you for this, Weevil. In fact, I would attack you again, over and over. Dude, I don't care if your life points are at 0. I will attack you over and over and over. Over and over like it is Season 4. You know what Season 4 I'm talking about, because in DM, Season 4 actually got dubbed. No! You threw them into the ocean. Joey, I would not jump into the ocean, but I know you're about to, so, I'm glad you lived. Now there's no one who can challenge me. I'm bold of you to assume that, Weevil. Those were the Exodia cards that Grandpa gave me. I'll get them. Joey, no. Joey, don't! I'm sorry, Yugi. I only found 2 of your cards. I failed. I think the important thing is you're still alive, Joey. It's always this way with me. I'm never able to help anybody. Not even my own sister, Serenity. Well, at least Serenity can be helped, which is more than I can say for my own sister, unfortunately. I would like her to be okay, but this country is currently driving me insane! Why is this country racist? Can it stop, please? Just stop. Serenity? Yes, that is her name in the English dub, Yuki. You didn't hear? Our parents divorced years ago when we were kids. She lives far away with my mother. Why do you live with your father, Joey? Why? Dear God, no wonder he had issues. No wonder he still has issues. My sister has had really bad eyes since she was born. Eventually, she'll go blind. But there are specialists who could perform an operation before it's too late. And let me guess, this operation is very, very expensive. Well, in the United States, it would be even more expensive. Wait, hold on a second. But there's no way I can pay for this operation. Winning Duelist Kingdom and getting the prize money is the only way I can help Serenity. Why? Is the specialist in the United States? Is the specialist in the United States? I just want to know this question. Important detail because the healthcare system in this country sucks. By the way, it now sucks even more than it used to. That is driving me insane. Let's both do our best, Joey. You for your sister and me for my grandpa. Weevil! You're the first opponent I will defeat at Duelist Kingdom. To be honest, I think he intentionally made sure that was actually true. Granted, I don't actually know if it is, because I forgot the timeline. Like, do you really think I remember the timeline to anything? No. My understanding of time is utter trash. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap things up for now. I'm going to come back in a second and keep recording.